This is Pastor Wally Shea, the High Five Pastor. It's harvest time. Being raised on a farm, I love the country and seeing the fields in the springtime and the summertime, watching them grow and then eventually coming into the harvest. You know, the law of the seed is so prevalent in our world, isn't it? Just think about it. From one little seed can come hundreds, even thousands. God is such a life-giving and fruitful God, isn't he? God takes the smallest little thing and he packs it full with all kinds of programming and life. Whether it is a seed of a corn or of wheat, whether it is the seed of a man and a woman, or whether it's the seed of animals, or even the tiny little cottonwood seed we see floating on a little tuft of cotton floating through the air, to know that that seed can become one of the largest trees around. God takes small things to accomplish almost everything, doesn't he? From the smallest particles even, God creates the whole universe. I've come to believe that people want to leave a legacy in their life, a hope that when they're gone, their lives will have counted for something. The reality is that in our lives, we are too constantly sowing seeds. Whether we help others or put some money in an offering plate, give a kind word, Jesus says even if we give someone a cup of cold water, we will not lose that reward. The smallest things we do in life really can make a big difference. But there are also, of course, bad seeds. Our world glorifies many things that, in truth, bring a lot of pain. Hollywood portrays adultery as very exciting, but in real life, it is a poison that brings pain to so many. Drugs, violence, and fighting look exciting, but they actually create great misery for people. A moment of unrighteous excitement will eventually end in a lot of destruction and loss. In the book of Amos, God is telling Israel that they are on the verge of being destroyed for all the bad things that they have been doing. He says, "Seek good and not evil, that you may live." Do we love righteousness, those good things of God? Righteousness secures our families. It promotes peace and blessings in the lives of our families and the lives of others. The Bible has an interesting verse that I hadn't really thought of before, but I saw it recently. It says, "He who supplies seed to the sower and bread for food will supply and multiply your seed for sowing, and," this is the part, "increase the harvest of your righteousness." What is that about? We have to ask ourselves, do we love righteousness? If we do, then how can we increase the harvest of our righteousness? That is an interesting phrase, isn't it? What is the harvest of righteousness that you are increasing? Do you want pain and thorns to come up as a result of your life and the things you've done? Or do you want good things to come up that will bless others? The choice is good or bad. We have a choice to make in order to get rid of the thorns in our lives. And God says we are to break up your unplowed ground and do not sow among thorns. That means we have to open up and prepare our hearts and our lives for the good things of God and not get involved in the evil things. The first seed that's the most productive that we have to plant in our open hearts is to invite the Spirit of Jesus Christ to come into our lives. And from that implanted seed, we'll begin to produce all kinds of good things, as well as bringing salvation to our lives. Did you know that you are so productive in your life? Well, how is the harvest of your righteousness coming along? This is the High Five Pastor, Wally Shea, wishing you a bountiful harvest of great things.